Hello everyone, welcome to A Glimpse of China. Today we will continue our talk on the overview. We are going to learn how to give China, our great country, a brief introduction. But before we get started, let's have an appetizer first. Can you tell me the Chinese equivalents of the following English expressions? They are National Day, National Flag, National Emblem, National Anthem, and the National Capital. In memory of the founding of the People's Republic of China, PRC, on October 1st, 1949, the National Day of China is set on October 1st every year. The national flag of China is called the five-star red flag. The main picture of the national emblem of China is composed of the Tiananmen illuminated by 5 stars, ears of grain, and a cogwheel. March of the Volunteers is the national anthem of China. It was written in 1935 by the poet and playwright Tian Han and the composer Nie Er. The capital of PRC is Beijing, a traditional and modern metropolis. Okay, the above are some basic information about this country. But when we are going to introduce a country for a foreign friend, we need to present them more, such as its location, topography, climate, or in other words, its geography. When did this begin? What happened on this land? History. Who lived there? What kind of life do they have? People. Are there anything different for this group of people? What do they eat? How do they dress? What do they believe in? Culture. So now let's take a quick glimpse of China, this great country, and then we're going to learn how to introduce it to our foreign friends. When we are going to introduce a country, usually we will begin with its geography, or to be more specific, we need to include the following basic information: its geological location, its topography, major rivers and lakes, and its climate. Let's begin with the location. What's the location of China on the map? Located in the east of the Asian continent, on the western shore of the Pacific Ocean, the PRC has a land area of 9.6 million square kilometers and is the third largest country in the world, next only to Russia and Canada. China is a country of varied topographical features with highlands in the west and the plains in the east. From the Qinghai-Tibet Plateau in southwest to the plateaus and the basins in the center, from the plains in northeast to continental shelf, the terrain descends from the west to east like a four-step staircase. China abounds with rivers. Most of the large rivers have their source on the Qinghai-Tibet Plateau and drop greatly between source and mouth. China is rich in water power resources, leading the world in hydropower potential. China's rivers can be categorized as exterior and interior systems. Among these rivers, the Yangtze River is the longest and flows through 11 provinces, autonomous regions, and municipalities. It is one of the main arteries of water transportation between eastern and western China. The Yellow River, China's second longest river, is the most heavily silt-laden river in the world. Its catchment area is an important base for grains in China. It is seen as a cradle of Chinese civilization and a spiritual home of the Chinese people. Most of China lies in the North Temperate Zone and has continental monsoon climate, featuring distinct seasons. In winter, it is normally cold and dry, with great temperature difference between northern and southern China, while in summer, an overall high temperature governs most of this country with plentiful rainfall and little temperature difference between north and south. Its climate ranges from extremely dry, desert-like conditions in the northwest to tropical monsoon in the southeast. And China has the greatest contrast in temperature between its northern and southern borders of any country in the world. The history of China reaches back over 4,000 years. Modern archaeological studies provide evidence of still more ancient origins in a culture that flourished between 2500 and 2000 BC in what is now central China and the lower Yellow River Valley of North China. Like all other people on Earth, the Chinese have passed through the primitive, the slave, and the feudal systems. There are 25 political powers in the history, but most of them existed just a few years. Among its long history, there were 9 main dynasties: Qin, Han, Jin, Sui, Tang, Song, Yuan, Ming, Qing. What makes the Chinese civilization unique in world history is its continuity through over 4,000 years to the present century. Actually, among all of the 4 ancient civilizations, Chinese civilization is the only one that survives. China, the most populous country in the world, had a total population of 1.4 billion at the end of 2018. Since the late 1970s, the Chinese government has been implementing the policy of family planning or one-child policy, hoping to control the population increase. However, this policy changed in 2014. Now, China allows couples to have 2 children. China serves as a home to 56 ethnic groups. The largest group, the Han, makes up over 91.59% of China's vast population, and the world uses the term of Han culture to refer to Chinese culture. The other 55 minority ethnic groups, nestled away in China's vast frontiers, maintain their own rich traditions and customs. Great contributions have been made by the minority groups to China's culture and science. Other facts: the official language of China is Chinese. There are 6 major religions in China, namely Buddhism, Christianity, Islam, Catholicism, Taoism, among which Buddhism has the widest influence in China, and it has the most followers in China. The Communist Party of China, CPC, is the founding and ruling political party of China, and the Chinese president is Mr. Xi Jinping. Now, can you help me find the Chinese or English equivalents of the following words or expressions after class? See you next time.